Junie, you're up. Junie, step forward. Right, Junie's got a diagonal scar across her tummy from a gallbladder removal done before the days of keyhole. I remember those days, Junie. It's called a Cocker's incision. I would like an FDL tummy tuck. So fleur de lis for your for viewers out there. Oh God, we've got things coming in thick and fast here. Fleur de lis tummy tuck revision. As I have a baggy midriff, can you cut through an existing scar? One side of it would be removed, but the other side around 4 inches would remain. Thanks. Thank you, Joni, for the question. Good question. And it's a question that I'm thinking that you sort of know the answer, Joni, because you must have seen someone who said that there's a problem, because there is a problem with doing a tummy tuck when you've got a Cocker's incision. So a Cocker's incision is a incision here underneath the rib cage, there. And it's the way they used to do tummy tucks, big scar underneath the rib cage. And it is a relative, not an absolute, but a relative contraindication to tummy tuck, particularly a fleur de lis tummy tuck. Fleur de lis tummy tuck is like an inverted T, so you have a scar down the bottom and a scar down the middle. And your question is saying, can you cut through an existing scar? Absolutely, yes, you can cut through an existing scar. You can cut scars out. You can cut through scars and stitch them up and all sorts of things. There's no problem with that. That is not the problem. The problem with the Cocker's incision, this incision up here, is that when you do a tummy tuck, you're removing all the skin in the lower abdomen, not in the upper abdomen. So you remove the skin in the lower abdomen from the belly button down, and you mobilize the skin in your upper abdomen in order to pull it down to close the wound. So you have to undermine the upper abdomen and pull it down. And the blood supply for that top flap of skin is coming through the sort of the rib cage area, through the skin there. So when you've got a Cocker's incision, when you've got that incision, that's interrupted that blood supply. Now, it's obviously a very old scar because we haven't done Cocker's incisions for a while. So that's good. There might be some blood supply coming through it. But if it's going to be a tight closure, I would worry that that incision there would interrupt the blood supply to the healing wound, and you're going to have more chance of wound healing problems. So if you have that scar up underneath your rib cage, that is a potential for more problems with the healing. So that is a problem, Junie, and you need to talk to your surgeon. My just gut feeling, I don't know, I haven't sort of examined you obviously and things like that, but my gut feeling is I think a fleur de lis is just adding to your levels of complexity, because you've got a line there and a line there. So you've got the blood supply to this is only coming from that one side, because you've got a line on both. So I think a fleur de lis is pushing it. I would be inclined to move away from a fleur de lis tummy tuck and just go with a standard tummy tuck with the scar in the bottom. And I would be worried about the fact that you've got a scar up there, Junie. And I would be concerned. And it depends. If you've got a lot of laxity and there's a big distance between the scar and what the wound will be, and there's a lot of lax skin, then you might be able to do it. But you would probably not want to make it as tight as you might otherwise make it. So therefore, your result might not be as tight as it could have been. But it's a balance between giving you a fantastic result, but you don't want the wound to all break down. So you probably want to give you a less fantastic result with a better blood flow to that skin. But this is a discussion you need with your surgeon. But it is a worry. I'm assuming you've met a surgeon and they've said that there's a worry, and because that's why you're asking the question. So I agree with that surgeon. It's a worry. So yeah, fantastic question, Junie, right off the bat. And 6'10", hats off to you. You're listening, people. Junie put a question in at 6'10". Can that be beaten? Okay. Let's try next week. It might depend on when I put my post on. I don't know how this works. Got to get into it. But there's a question related. We've got some comments here with hands and yeses, and I normally like your comments, by the way, guys, but I can't on this thing that I've got because I've got these banners and stuff down here, like stuff like that, So because I've got that, I'm not in normal Facebook, so I can't like things. So I'll go back and like it afterwards. Does that count? So what we've got is, but we've got a question, Karen. I'm going to leapfrog you. Rachel says, thank you for your advice. Rachel You're very welcome, Rachel. Good luck with that, and I hope that has been helpful. You can by all means message me or email me if you need any more advice on that one. That was the rhinoplasty, Rachel. Terry, what is that? Hand up to you, Terry. In fact, the hand is quite a popular emoji, isn't it? What's with the hand? Got to get into the hand emoji. I'm not familiar with the hand emoji. What does it mean? Hello? Now that one I'm familiar with, yeah. Now this, Karen, I am coming back to you, but it's just that Shell has asked a question which is similar to Junie's question, which is, can you do a full tummy tuck if a C-section scar is quite deep? Whoa, definitely yes, Shell. Totally different kettle of fish. So Junie's scar was up the top here. Stand up to demonstrate. Junie's scar was up here under the rib cage. Caesarean scar is down here, down where in the same sort of place that your tummy tuck scar will be. This is good TV, isn't it? This is what we want. A bit of action. Keep moving. So a Caesarean scar, actually, that's an indication for a tummy tuck, Shell, because that tummy, when they do the Caesarean, sometimes that scar is puckered, and that can make your skin look more of an overhang than it actually is with a puckered scar. And so that's an indication to do a tummy tuck. In fact, often a mini tummy tuck, which is sort of slightly smaller version of a full tummy tuck, as the name suggests. So yeah, absolutely. So if the scar's deep, basically the scar, what's happened is they've cut through the skin down to the abdominal wall to deliver your baby, and that scarring has scarred all the way down, and that causes that deep indented scar, which people don't like, and makes as I say, it makes you look like you've got more of a fullness above the scar than you actually have. It's just the dented in scar. So by releasing that scar, by doing either a full or a mini tummy tuck and getting some fat underneath the scar, you actually excise the old scar. You give you a new scar in the same place, but what we try and do is get some fat underneath the scar so you don't get the same problem. You can't guarantee it, but that's a good indication for a tummy tuck. A full or a mini tummy tuck is a indented in Caesarean scar, so that is a good indication for it.